everybody, welcome back to my very first video on this channel. Today we're going to talk about modern women. Are modern women being lied to? Before we get into the topic, my name is Shatasia. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment because this needs to be talked about. There are so many lies that society tells modern women. So I'm going to be reacting to this video. Let me go ahead and pull it up. This video is really crazy. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. I'm going to put my computer on my lap so I can watch it. But y'all really just listen to it and then I'm going to give my take on it.
Is a man who is willing to take care of you, the kids, and the household, but has no ambition worth staying with.
When you say take care of, what do you mean?
He pays all the bills, he take care of the kids, he step in everything.
How he do that with no ambition?
No, he got money. I want more.
You know what?
He's complacent.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's contradicting.
In the year when the job market is cooked, when the housing market is cooked, when people are walking away from their children, you got somebody at home that is paying your bills. He is taking care of you, and he is taking care of your kids, and you are figuring out, should I leave him? Are you cool?
Unfortunately, for a lot of men, there are so many women telling them you have to be more ambitious. And it's because they want the ambition to look like what they want it to look like. But his ambition is waking up every day and going to work. Waking up every day and showing up for my children. Showing up for my home. Like, that's just as ambitious. You know how ambitious you have to be when you are going through depression? Your girl is telling you you need to do more. And then you don't feel like you're good enough. But she don't know the mental and emotional and spiritual battles that you have. And how you still trying to show up for your home. That's ambition, baby. Take a moment. Read, I think it's 1 Timothy 5:8. Because what it talks about is a man who neglects his home is the same as a man who denies his faith. This man is taking care of his home. There is faith and grace in that. He is being provisional. He's still leading. So we have to acknowledge that, because if not, you're going to lose that. Like, that's a gem, baby.
I make my own money. I make
Okay.
more than him.
Ooh.
Right?
And you said he pays all the bills?
Yeah.
Hold on, y'all. I gotta stop it right there. I wanted to let it play. Here's the thing. Society will tell you your man is not doing enough. But social media, we really should spend less time off of it. We spend a lot of time, too much time, consuming content where you're seeing women traveling, or, you know, it just looks like they're living their best life. Who knows? But we use social media and then compare our lives. That's bad. That's backwards. Because think about it, without social media, you wouldn't even have your life. You wouldn't have anybody, you wouldn't really have that many people to compare your life to. You would really just have the people that you went to school with, the people that is in your neighborhood, in your family, and your close friends. It all boils down to perspective. This perspective here is ungrateful. She mentioned, this is why I had to stop it, because she mentioned, I make my own money. You make your own money and your man is a provider. So what are you doing with your money? You make your own money. You have free range to do whatever you want to do with your money. Your money's not needed. So you work, he works, he pays all the bills, and you're still not happy. That's selfishness. And selfishness is always connected to personal gain. It's always what I want, what I need, what's for me, what's best for me. You're not even considering the other party. Everything is about you, for you, by you, to you. No, that's what society tells us women. Everything should be all about you, for you. No. Because y'all, listen, life isn't even about yourself and your happiness. Life is not even about you. You disregard what you have, and when you're not appreciative of what you have, that leads to lack of contentment. You can't even be grateful. You don't even see what you have right in front of you. And you know what's crazy? Women 9 times out of 10 notice it when it's far too late. And that's sad. But selfishness is ugly. Everything that she was saying was based off of what she wanted. Instead of coming on a platform bashing and, finding things that you think is wrong, why not say, oh, my husband is a provider. I appreciate him. I love him. Thank you. If you want to know a person who loves themselves, That's the devil. You might as well just wear some horns, some red horns, and just go on about your day. And then you gotta ask yourself, is that who I want to be? And she's focusing on things that she thinks is wrong in her head instead of, you know, focusing on what's good. But you know what? She can't see what's good because of society. This is why you gotta watch out. Watch who you got around you. The women you got around you in your circle, your friends, the music you're listening to, and what you're scrolling, what you're looking at on your For You page. You know what's crazy? Social media targets women. Like, if you're a woman and you have an Instagram or a TikTok, I don't know if y'all know this. They'll put crazy content, drama-fied content, I'm talking about some crazy stuff on your timeline. Have you ever realized, like, how come I don't ever see good, positive stories? This is why we gotta watch what we say, ladies, because that nagging and complaining, it's like fire. You'll burn everything down with your mouth. You'll tear everything down with your mouth. That complaining and nagging will literally send somebody over the edge. But somebody else would love to be in your position.
And you make more money.
Okay, that's it right there. She makes more money. She makes more money, and it is causing her to have pride. But the crazy thing is, everything is taken care of, and he makes less money. That's a good man, Savannah. But you know what? Women can't see when they have a good man. She can't see it. She's blinded, and it's called being deceived. Let's keep watching.
You mentioned that you make more money than him, and I want you to know that was not done by mistake. That was a systemic thing that was put into place so that the black woman can be elevated to start looking at they men like they're not doing enough. Oh. It is very intentional, the fact that you make more money, and even though your man is showing up for you, you start looking at him for like, why can't you do more?
The fact that this man is covering the bills, even though he knows you make more, let me tell you what he's doing. This man is willing to maybe put things on pause so that you can elevate. Think about it. What you make becomes almost just yours. What you choose to do, you have the freedom to pivot and pivot and pivot. Try this, go to school, because this man is saying, I'm going to sacrifice and take care of the foundational things so that you can have a choice whether or not you want to work or not. And so when you say that man lacked ambition, I just think it's ambition in a direction you can't recognize.
She said he lacked ambition, but that was a lie. He gets up, he goes to work. You make more money than him. He still goes to work and provides and pays all the bills, takes care of everything. That's having ambition. So why are you saying he lacks ambition when he has ambition? Society will lie to you. That just really sounds like a controlling woman. I want you to do what I want, how I want, when I want. Our men are not robots. See, that's something that Elon Musk wants to do. Have control so you make a million robots. But we're not robots. Controlling is toxic. That's really unhealthy. Because anytime I lead, not even lead, but like I move with my feelings, it's wrong. You know, I feel like he's not doing enough. I feel like he lacks ambition. I feel. Well, where's the facts? The facts is he does not lack ambition. Bring back respect. It's kind of like, here's a way I can put it. If you worked in a corporate office and you were unhappy with your boss, whatever he did, it could have been his performance, or maybe he did something in a way that you didn't like. You know, maybe he said something in a way you didn't like. You're not gonna go online and blast your boss. You're not gonna hold a conference with all the employees and talk bad mouth your boss. You're not going to do that. I enjoyed reacting to this video. All in all, what I want you ladies to take from this conversation is to understand the lies that society puts out there and understand what's the truth. And don't make irrational decisions based off your emotions and your feelings. Understand what's the truth and what's a lie. Because if you're living your life in lies, it's not going to end well for you. We can get easily deceived if we're not careful. So sometimes we have to switch up what we're watching, what we're reading, what we're looking at, what we're listening to, and find that truth. Because just going online and looking at what society is saying, 9 times out of 10, what you're looking at on social media shouldn't even be absorbed. Focus on being grateful. Stop nagging, stop complaining, stop bad mouthing your husbands, your fathers. Let's have some respect, some humility. Stop making money your number one priority, your number one thing in your life. Money is not everything. It's a tool. It's great, cool. Yeah, you can take vacations with it. You can buy a house with it. But it's not your identity. Your degree is not your identity. Even though you make more money, that's not your identity. Figure out who you are without that job. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I look forward to reacting to my next video.